Hey everyone, it's Tuesday. You know what that means? NFL opening line report week 8. I'm Tony George from DocSports.com. And as we do every week, we take a look at the opening lines and I just give you my gut reaction, initial thoughts. These aren't handicap picks or a deep dive. And I ask you to leave the comments in the comments section below on what you think about the games, where you think I'm right, where you think I'm wrong, where you like your teasers. If you're going to do a parlay, this, that, or the other. So be sure and leave the comments. We have to filter them out because of the haters and the competing websites putting links into their pages for their super lock of the millennium. And of course, the porn sites and who know our demographics. So we go through the comments for the first 2 or 3 days, put some up that are relevant. I interact with you, tell you what I think about your takes, this, that, and the other. You pose a question to me, I'll answer it if I can. So be sure and do that. Thumbs up, subscribe, all those good things. We've had a good run in the NFL. We had a 2-2 week last week. We lost a big play on the over in the Eagles game with Miami. I know it was a public play, but yeah, they took a knee on the 4-yard line. Swift could have ran that in, damn it. But nonetheless, we're minus 2 units, but we're up over, I don't know, $2,200 plus to the good over the last 3 weeks. 12-5 in one run. The NFL props are killing it. Killing it in the NFL props. Last 3 Sundays, up over about $2,600. Hit both of them on Monday night. So if you're not betting these props, we have prop cards are $25. I mean, you know, you can't even get a cocktail on the strip for $25. FYI. Now, this week, I have not seen a single line. I work on college overnight line Sunday and all day Monday, getting ready for college. We had a good week in college last week, hit a top pick. So we're looking forward to a good week in college and another solid week in the NFL, a little bit better than 2-2. Let's take a look at them. I'm curious on some of these. I've been just knee deep getting ready for NBA. The Major League Baseball playoffs are going on. You know, just a plethora in college basketball prep. So I just haven't taken a look at these. So let's go ahead and pull them up here. Let's take a look at the Thursday night game. Buffalo at home laying 8.5 against Tampa Bay, total 42.5. Buffalo, I said this last week and Bills Mafia jumped all over me. I said Buffalo's not that good. They're not. They're not that good. This is still at 8.5, 42.5. Tampa Bay lost 2 in a row to Detroit. They got smacked around. They got beat by Atlanta last week. That was your free play on Sunday, catching Dirty Birds plus 2.5. They're a better team than most people think they are, especially defensively. Believe it or not. Yeah, 4th in the league in yards per game allowed. Probably better than that after what they did to Tampa Bay. I can't lay, and I took Buffalo in a teaser down to minus 2.5 against Patriots. That was a loss. I had Seattle in the other half of that teaser on Sunday. Primetime dog. 42.5. Might be a little high on the total. I don't want anything to do with Buffalo. I'm not laying 8.5 with those guys. I don't care if Diggs is on the team and Josh Allen's this, Josh Allen's that. Josh Allen's a good an above average quarterback. Is he a great quarterback right now? Debatable, maybe. He's basically kept him in the game against the Patriots, but the sum of all parts around him is not working. And they have been racked on defense with injuries. I can't get behind them laying 8.5. I had a gun in my head. I could only take Tampa Bay. Yeah, I know it's Baker Mayfield against Josh Allen. Your thoughts? That's one Thursday night game I will not be doing anything but prop bets in. Atlanta at Tennessee plus 2.5. Tennessee is a home dog of 2.5, and the total is 37. Don't know if Tannehill's playing. Don't know. If Tannehill's not playing and they got Willis in there, I'm only going to take Atlanta. You're going to give them trouble. Probably go under, even though it's 37. Minnesota off a big win against San Francisco on Monday night, playing Green Bay, -1.5, total 42.5. Give me Minnesota. Green Bay sucks. But terrible. Terrible. Jekyll and Hyde. 1 week a team sucks. 1 week they play great. Next team they look like a dog turd in a cantaloupe patch. Then the next week they play. Green Bay's been consistently bad all year. Minnesota, better than their record at 3-4. And Kirk Cousins, I said this on the Monday night video for free. Kirk Cousins is a top 7 or 8 quarterback in the NFL. Just look at the numbers. Probably better than that. I don't know what his QBR is overall. I don't look into the ratings. I look at from game to game and what defense he's playing, this, that, and the other. But he's a top 5, top 6 quarterback in the NFL. Whether you like him or not, I don't give a rat's butt. It's a good quarterback. Yeah. Houston -3 at Carolina. Battle of the rookie quarterbacks. Carolina, Frank Reich handing over the clipboard to someone else to be the offensive coordinator. They're 0-6. They can't cover a spread. Houston, better than advertised. Give me Houston. The Jaguars, -2.5 at Pittsburgh. Total, 41.5. Steelers find ways to win. Ugly, get out yarded every game. End up winning. Defense is carrying them. I think the Jags get them. New Orleans on the road at the Colts. Colts grabbed defeat from the jaws of victory against Cleveland in a high-scoring game. Who'd have thunk? They can put up that many points against the Browns defense. They probably can put it up against the Saints. Saints +1.5, total 42.5. Both teams sitting at 3-4. Saints off a loss against Jacksonville, blew a huge lead. Over. Rams getting 6.5 at Dallas. 45.5. Rams got beat by the Steelers at home. Dallas, man, I'm telling you. What are you going to get out of Dallas? $45.5 seems a little low. They played a good, halfway decent defense in Philadelphia, put up 14. They put up 23 against, I'm talking about the Rams. They put up 23 against San Francisco, 30 against Seattle. Boy, I tell you, that's a tough call. That number's about right. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Just trying to figure out this thing here, guys. This is a tough one. So Dallas played the Chargers, who's a good team, not a great team. They won by 3. They played a good team in San Francisco, got beat by 32. They played a crappy team in New England and won by 35. They lost at Arizona 28-16 after blowing They weren't even in that game. They beat the Jets with Zach Wilson in his first full-time start. They beat the Giants, who are the 6.5. I can only take the underdog in that game. Jets -3 at the Giants. Oh my God. Giants in a teaser. Total 36.5. Giants in a teaser. For sure. Get them up to +9. Both playing in their home stadium. Giants showed some moxie. Taylor's not doing a bad job at quarterback. 36.5, about right. That's going to be probably under 40 points-ish. Pretty tight number there. The Giants in a teaser. Let's take a look at that a second. I want to take a look at the Jets offense. Yeah, the Giants defense is 27th in yards per play allowed. 23rd in yards allowed. However, the offense of the Jets is 277 yards a game, ranked 30th in the NFL. Here's the bad news, which would be an advantage to the Jets. The New York defense is ranked 29th in yards allowed per rush. And the Jets offense is 3rd at running the ball at 5.2 yards per carry. And they're giving up right at 5 yards a carry. If Jets want to win that game, they're going to pound the rock and use play action only. I'll tell you when the Jets are in trouble in this game. If Wilson's got to throw the ball more than 22 times. Philadelphia -6.5 at Washington's a train wreck. There's your teaser. Giants to +9, Eagles to -0.5 point. Total 43.5. They're laying 6.5. Washington's a mess. The players are pissed. Rivera is probably going to be the first coach fired. Del Rio's defense is playing terrible. Jack Del Rio's our defensive coordinator, for those of you playing the home game. It'd be Philadelphia or nothing there, but I definitely use them in a teaser. And usually as I opened up, a lot of times these teasers, I'll take a 7 or 6 point favorite like it's a good team. They'll lose straight up. I don't see Philadelphia losing this game. They just put Miami over their knee and whipped them. This is a divisional game on the road. Washington always gives them a ball game. That's why I would use them in a teaser. They're avenging. Didn't they? Hang on. Let's look. A deeper dive real quick. Deeper dive. Oh. It was an overtime game last time. Philly won by 3. Yeah, they always give them a ball game, I'm telling you. Philly in a teaser. I wouldn't bet them straight up on that money. I wouldn't bet them straight up on that spread. The Miami Dolphins at home off a loss 9.5 against the Patriots, who just pasted the Bills. Total 47. Number 1 offense in the NFL goes on the road to Philly and scores 17 frickin' points. Yeah, I had the over in that game. What a joke. These two played already, haven't they? 24-17 ball game. Now remember, the Patriots had a chance to win that game. That's after they gave Philly a game the week before. Boy, that's a tough call. I can only take the Patriots, maybe in a teaser. Dude, get them up to 15.5. Cleveland catching 3. I think Watson's coming back this week against Seattle. Total 40.5. Smith did not look that good last week, quarterback for Seattle, even though they won. Seattle every year to me is like an enigma wrapped in a riddle. You never can put your thumb on them. You know, they're awfully good at home. Cleveland off a very hard fought win. Cleveland in a teaser. There you go. That's a tough call, guys. What do you think? What would you do here? Leave a comment. Baltimore laying 8.5 at Arizona. Total 44. Baltimore looks really good. They're getting it together. They got their offense going. Their defense is playing well. They just completely destroyed Detroit. Baltimore was a premium play in mine last week. Winner. Oh my God, that number stinks. Boy. Let's take a look at that one. I haven't seen any of these lines, guys. These are the first time I've seen them. I mean, Baltimore has run a gauntlet of good teams. Detroit, Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. They lost to the Colts in overtime. That was brutal. They started out with Cincinnati, a win there. And, of course, their first game this season was a 25-9 win over Houston, which was impressive because Houston's better than people think they are. Arizona's managed 19 points the last 2 weeks. I could only lay it with Baltimore. Definitely tease them down. You get them to 3.5, 2.5. They're not going to lose at Arizona. Baltimore definitely a teaser candidate. Total 44 is just about right. Kansas City on the road at Denver, laying 7.5. 46.5. So total, these two played to a very low scoring game 2 weeks ago. I would stick with that theme. 46.5 under. Cincinnati catching 5.5 at San Francisco. Total 45.5. Ooh, give me Cincinnati. Chicago Sunday night game against the Chargers. 8.5. Chargers. Opened up at 44. Right now it's at 46.5 on the total. Boy, there's a lot of crappy games this week. I'm trying to figure out 5 picks I can use in the Circa Millions. There's some totals worth betting, but not some sides. Chicago off a big win against Las Vegas. Hard-fought loss against Minnesota. They beat up on the Commanders. Lost to 3 at Denver in a shootout. Blew a huge lead there. Killed by Kansas City. That's a lot of points. We got the rookie sensation here. The new guy. Where did he play college at? I can't remember. Banjant. They ran the ball for 173 yards against Las Vegas, but only threw for 150. Over. And you got the Lions on Monday Night Football. 8.5 points over the hapless Las Vegas Raiders. Good Lord, how do you lose that game in Chicago like that? There you go, back-to-back roadies. 44.5. Give me the over. That's what I think. Week 8 NFL opening lines. These are just initial thoughts. They aren't handicap picks. Probably be more totals worth betting than side plays this week in the NFL. It's that time of year. You're kind of in the middle of the season now where strange things are going to happen. Teams laying big numbers often find themselves in quagmires late in games just trying to win. This happens every year. This isn't breaking news. So you got to be careful. There's a lot of big numbers this week. Got to be careful. Tread lightly. Leave me your comments. Thanks for tuning in. Get the docs. Free $60. Link in the description below. If you've never been a member, get on board this weekend in college and pro football. Get yourself a weekend football package. And don't forget about those NFL props. There's a lot of money to be made in NFL props. Easy pickings. Get over to Docs. Come see me.